Hey, what's up everybody? It's that dude Gage, and today we're doing a little bit of a base tour. Right now I'm at the village that me and all my friends are built at, and we're going to take a look around and see what people have come up with besides the cum dumpster. So to get started, I'll go into a little bit of an aerial view, give you some elevated camera angles. So all these trees were cut down across the map and then replanted here. And so we've got a bit of a forest, essentially unlimited wood, and right here in front of me, this is Core's base. It's since been abandoned. We're getting ready to tear it all down. Through those trees is my base, and that is Snow's base. And then down here, this little simple looking box, that is Leo's base. Core's base has been taken over by zombies for the most part. Doors have been kicked in. There's really nothing left in here. It is just a hollow shell of what used to be a base. The backstory on this was it was built to be a community base, and since building is a huge part of this game, the community decided that they wanted to build their own bases and abandon it. Core couldn't keep up on the maintenance of all these giant walls and the constant non-stop bashing of zombies, and it kind of forced them to move away. So he packed up all the shit one night and moved and built a new base, and this base is all that remains of what used to be what we called the mansion or the super compound. Meanwhile, next door, this battered wall, all this cobblestone right here, is the old wall of my base, which, just like Core, I got eventually really tired of trying to keep up with the maintenance of a bigger base, and so I'm actually in the process of closing in my walls, making them smaller, making my base more streamlined so it takes less to defend it. But we'll go on in. Right here is the funnel. Basically, zombies understand pathways, and so to the zombie AI, this looks like an easy way to get into my base because it goes towards the core of my base. So they're going to come through here and promptly get shot by this turret. If they make it to here where the turret can't shoot them, there's a turret back here that will shoot them. Open up the garage door. There's another funnel, unprotected. Here's a side door. It's the same concept right here. I got a shotgun turret right here facing this door. And just like the other room, or the other pathway, zombies are going to take the path of least resistance. So I artificially made a path of least resistance with a turret at the end. And this is the case on every side of my base. All four sides of my base have a path of least resistance that'll funnel zombies into getting shot in the face by my turrets, which makes easy cleanup and low maintenance. Is that a screamer? That is a screamer. And I am out of ammo? Nope. Looks like she's stuck on what used to be Snow's base. Alright. So, let's go on in. There's a turret up there and a turret right here for this door. This doorway gets a lot of zombies through it, as you can tell by all the damage spikes and stuff. So into my main garage where I keep my bikes, there's a turret to protect this. Where I'm built right now, there used to be a standing house here, and that standing house, we totally leveled it down to the foundation and rebuilt, but zombie spawns still happen here. Sorry for the coughing, guys. I'm not going to edit that out probably. So now into my actual base. This is what we call the drop room because it goes down. It drops down into my actual base, and also goes up to my tower where I have a generator that runs all my turrets. Nothing special. This drop room will probably end up getting destroyed because we are having problems with zombies spawning in there. Another little room. This is a claim block that makes it hard for people to beat into my base. Actually, on this server, it makes it impossible for people to beat into your base because block durability is turned up to infinity if you have a building block on it. This used to be the old pathway to get into my base. Before I had the drop room, I had this tunnel which goes all the way down to the building across the street and pops up in the bathroom floor. So it used to be you'd go into the bathroom and then drop down through where a toilet used to be and you'd end up in the cave. And that would lead to here and lead down to our hallways. But the drop room was a lot faster, a lot more convenient, so kind of abandoned that tunnel. This is our pathway that goes down to the actual base where all the action happens. So the theory on my base was if I made it small and innocent on top of the surface, people wouldn't want to raid it because it looked like it wasn't worth the supplies, and it worked. Everyone got raided except for me in our village. They didn't waste their supplies on me. So I guess we'll start with the beginning. It used to be this tunnel came down here, and it was just a little room that was about as big as I'm walking right now. Just a little tiny open room with this little doorway that led into a separate cave, which had our furnaces and boxes and our cement mixer, and then we added on this extension, which is our loot room. So we started outgrowing this little tiny small loot area. And while we lived in here, we started excavating this whole cave and suffered several collapses and issues and setbacks, but eventually we got it all out, set up these pillars and built a porch, and now we have an underground base. What I like about this is it's not really a bunker, it's a true base. Like it's an actual cave with a fucking base built into the side of it. And you go inside and the base gets very, very modern feeling. I really got inspired by those like old concrete factories that they convert into apartment complexes and suites. That's kind of the look I was going after. And since we're built in a cave, I wanted to show off the fact that we're in a cave, and so I kept some of the natural stone for the ceiling here. Tried to go with some mood lighting behind the TV stand. Got our kitchen and our table for me and Saf. She never pushes in her chair. Just a fucking slob. God damn it, Saf. And then right here is our cement crafting room, because building this project was a monstrosity and it took a lot of cement, and cement takes a long time to make. So made 3 cement mixers and 4 forges to pile up the cement. As you can see, we have plenty of materials in there to keep building. Lots of buckshot for our turrets, and I'm actually supposed to be smelting some more clay, but these things keep running out of wood, or stone I mean. Some cement, some frames. I have an extension planned, more buckshot, because I cannot get enough bullets for these turrets. Like right now I am struggling to keep up on fuel and yeah, buckshot. And actually, speaking of that, I forgot to put the fuel in my generator upstairs, so it's gonna run out anytime. And here's a drop chest. We just come in here, throw our shit in here really fast and run away. Go out looting some more. Sometimes the looting feels like a marathon. So that's kind of the story behind this. Oops, shut the door on myself. More vault doors, comes into a mini closet. This is where I'm going to keep my loadout for me and Saf. So Saf will have a loadout chest, and I'll have a loadout chest. We can just run up to it and press R and take all the gear out of there and run. Won't take very long. Basically, it'll be like a SWAT gear chest. So if we're getting invaded by zombies, we can run in there and we can swap out our gear really fast and get upstairs and start fighting the zombies. Here's our gunpowder stuff, plenty of fuel, ammo stuff. These rockets right here were taken from a guy that raided our village. Remember how earlier I talked about our village being raided? Well, I ended up following the guy back to his base, eventually got into his stuff, and this was what was in there. We're running pretty low on ammo overall. We got some shotgun shells. We had a stack in like 3/4 of a stack, but Saf lost a stack and I lost a stack, so we're down to 500, 7.62, and pistol bullets are basically useless. Now we have chests for like pre-built items, which that one's empty, but here's a pre-built, so I have some lettering, because I was running around writing stuff about Leo earlier on the walls, so I was writing like Leo's a fag and all that stuff. Just some basics, nothing serious. More building frames. This is where I normally keep my rebar frames and stuff like that. Don't need those on me. And stone, pretty well loaded out on stone and iron and wood. I'm getting pretty low on the wood overall. Our furnaces burn that stuff up pretty quick. So here's the good stuff. Guns. These rocket launchers were also taken from the guy that raided us. So some of these are mine. Well, no, none of them would be mine, I guess, because I didn't get raided. Some of them would have be Snow's, and I'm guessing Core. I'm guessing Snow and Core were the only ones with rockets. So where you got the rest of these is a question. These are a lot of rockets for Snow and Core. One of these, I think this one was actually used to delete the griefing on Snow's base. So what'll happen to these, I'm not really sure. I'll probably end up giving them to players as rewards for reaching milestones. Like when they complete their base, I'll give them a rocket launcher as like a housewarming gift. We'll see. I think these were taken from the guy that raided us too. I'm not really sure where this came from, to be honest. I'm assuming it'd have to be that guy because I haven't made any AK-47s. I know how to make them, just haven't made them yet. And I have AK-47 parts, and I have this spare schematic. I've already obviously learned it. And vehicle storage. This is my holy grail. Not this one. This one. When me and Saf learned that the server would be running out of engines, the day before everyone else started complaining about it, we went out and harvested a ton of cars and got a ton of engines. And I still know where a ton of cars are left, unless Core's found them since then. So we got a lot of engines, plenty. We'll definitely make it through the apocalypse for the most part. My crafting table, I still have 4 shotgun turrets in there, but like I said, I can't keep up on bullets right now, so I'm not even bothering trying to put up more turrets. Chemistry bench. So let's make our way upstairs. We've spent enough time in this room. Let's go check out the loft. So going with the theme of making this base look nice, I figured every nice suite has a loft, and this is ours. This is where me and Saf sleep. Got some nice beds. She hasn't made the blankets yet. She's pretty slobby, like I said. Here's Saf's walk-in closet that hasn't been outfitted yet. She has no clothes in here yet. There will be. Medicine cabinet for her herpes. That one's empty because she has a lot of herpes, so she takes a lot of medicine. But going with my theme also, I like the fact that we're in a cave, and I want to be able to sleep and look up and remember that I'm in the safety of a cave. So I put the windows up there. Here's a little balcony to look over our living room and have a few beers and laugh and have a good time with friends as they do karaoke on the main floor. And then back here is where this base was basically made from. Obviously we got a lot of stone from hollowing out the big cavity, but we still needed stone and we still needed like stuff for gunpowder, so we made a mine back here. We just come back here with a shovel, kick on our mining hat, and we just start going to town. So here's our mine. Come here to get all of our dirt and sand and nitrate powder and stuff. As you can see, I have an active nitrate vein down here. It's getting pretty low though. Well, actually that might have been the end of it. It's getting really low. And then, oh, there's Sapphire. Happy jumps, happy jumps. And then over here is where we go on our day 7 hordes. Although our base is outfitted, on our day 7 hordes, we just come back here, we'll hunker by the fire, we'll eat some burned meat because I can't cook anything better. And if we're gonna go AFK, we can drop our stuff in these chests, and if our body despawns, at least we still have our gear in the chests. Sapphire's probably wondering what I'm doing. And that's basically the gist of it. There's really not much more to our base than this. A majority of our base was built out of materials that we got from actually hollowing out this cave. We had a lot of lead veins and some nitrate veins and stuff like that, and really boosted us. So I mean, this base was monumental and very beneficial at the same time. Clearing out this much stone, you get a lot of material from it. Yeah, we got a generator down here to power 2 turrets just in case zombies ever get down here, which that's not going to happen. But today I'm going to run power from this generator all the way upstairs because our generator upstairs, it's just inconvenient. Our gas is held downstairs and our generators are upstairs for the turrets, and every time they run out we have to run downstairs, run back upstairs, fuel them up, and because there's always something going on in the game, you tend to forget, you know, what you're doing. You tend to go downstairs and totally brain fart on your original reason for going downstairs. So I always forget to bring the gas back up, so 2 trips turns into 4 trips. It's just a pain in the dick. But I'm going to take this gas because, like I said, I always get distracted. I was supposed to fill up this generator like 30 minutes ago. It is dangerously low on fuel. And now we're topped off. And that is the gist of it. I guess for this next tour, we'll go ahead and do Leo's base, because why not, right? Leo has a very modest box. He has gone with the same approach that I went with, where he figured if he built small, my base used to be as big as his, but I've expanded since I got turrets. But going small makes it very easy to, prevent getting raided. People aren't going to raid a box. They don't think it's worth it. I mean, how much stuff can be in a box, right? But Leo has been smart, and he also went underground. Underground's the way to go in this game for the most part. Ooh, that's glitchy. I am not going to run on these stairs. Fuck that. I've never even been in Leo's base before, so I don't know what's down here. Don't know what to expect. Leo, I don't know if empty frames hold water, man. That was a bold attempt. You could have flooded your cave with all the glitchiness that comes from this game. There's some artwork and some shelves. I mean, it's a really modest base, but it gets the job done. Let's see what's in here. I'll just walk through his door, maybe? Yeah, I'll just walk through his door. There we go. So he has a battery bank and some generators. That generator is still running, but I don't know when the last time Leo got on was, so I'm really impressed it's still running. This is an underground view of the game. You see that we all have tunnels. Even the castle has a giant tunnel for mining. It almost mined into my loot room on accident. That would have been sucky. We've all gone through the time to bury our, whoa, snow? This is new. Very nice. I didn't even see the snow. This is pretty cool. So we're walking through some areas of Snow's base that I have legitimately never seen. That's pretty cool. Snow is a very, keeps himself, like, I mean, he's obviously social, but he doesn't, you know, blurt out his business. He's not always talking about what he's doing, so, seeing this from his base is very interesting. So we'll pop into his, main room. Sorry for all the keyboard clicking. This is his kitchen. Me and Snow both have a thing for artwork in this game. We always steal the art off the walls and protect it. It's kind of like you gotta have something important. So this is really cool. I'll show this off. I know Snow might not want me to, but who cares? So he has his bathroom, he has a toilet and sink and all that stuff. But check this out. He created a shower with floating water. And by shower, I mean, like, you know, it'll fucking kill you if you go in there. So he's got his TV and stuff, and come into here, and this is his loot room. Yes, I'm not gonna go into storage. I'm not gonna show that off because that's his personal property. But I will show off his base. This is where he does all his crafting, I guess, and he's got a safe down there. Nice. And this is his swimming pool. I dare not go in here because it's glitchy as hell once you get into it. But he has a swimming pool. It actually was a flooded room. He tried to make a waterfall, and it just filled up the room with water. Water in this game is very glitchy. And we're passing into his pillbox, as he calls it. Which, I mean, I guess that's the technical name for it. But this is where he fights zombies from. He had turrets in here. I guess they're on top of the roof now. They used to be just facing out these grills, but he can come in here and fight off zombies like they're attacking my base and Core's base from his own base. That's pretty interesting. Let's go and pop over to admin mode so I can fly through walls and all that jazz. And as you can see, he's got a mine that goes for a long ways. Rather than mine big surfaces, a lot of these guys just like to do distance. And I think that's it. There are some other bases on this server, but I only want to show off the actual village. I haven't confirmed whether Core's new base wants to be shown off or not, so I'll go ahead and keep that a secret. But this is the overall base tour of the village. You can still see damage. I have zombies spawn up on here all the time, and they beat the shit out of my base, so that's why I have rubble up there. But this is the basic layout of the village. This is that base that used to be the entrance to my main base. As you can see, there's a tunnel right here. That's the tunnel that goes to my base. And it used to just pop through the bathroom. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to see. There's a hatchway and pop up in here, but it has since been beat up by zombies, so it's no longer a bathroom. It's just a rubble. And then here's where Snow's base used to be. It used to be an identical house to this one that was right here. You know what, let's go tease this zombie. Let's show off our turrets a little bit. Come on, guys. Follow me. Ooh, you look so angry. Come on, boys. Follow me. So the zombies come in here and instantly get fucking fucked. Done. Loot. You can see some other bases down here. There's the start of a base. That's a library down there. We used to, before we actually had turrets and full-on bases, on the 7th day hordes, we would always flee our bases and run all the way down to that library and stay on top of the roof and fight the zombies on the roof, because as they come with the ladder, it makes a choke point, and we can just fire, you know, shotguns in their face right at the top of the ladders. And that's how we survived the first probably 6 or 7 horde nights. And then after that, we finally had bases that were worthy of defending. So, hope you guys enjoyed. There's the trader up there, so we have a trader right next to our village, making it easy to get stuff we don't have. But back to the outro. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Give it a thumbs down if you suck at life. And I'll see you in the next episode.
I like to keep it mellow. I smoke and keep it mellow. I drink and keep it mellow. Every day I keep it